Hey y'all, it is Monday morning, almost 8 o'clock. It's about 56 degrees here in Dothan. And I'm out here in my front yard to shoot a little video to kind of just show you my front garden. We have a relatively small home in the Grove Park neighborhood of Dothan, Alabama, and we moved in 2006. When we moved in, we did not have but just the minimum landscaping in the front. And so something that I've done over the past 7 years since I started gardening was to kind of add various pieces of this landscape. And it's been an evolution. It hasn't all happened at once, and that's what gardening is about. It's an evolutionary process. You learn, you grow. Now, I will say this. When I started gardening back in 2014, I was terrified. I didn't know what I was doing. All I knew was I wanted a beautiful garden, but I didn't know anything about it, y'all. I was so scared to make a mistake. I just think that I was fearful of making the wrong decisions or messing up. Well, the thing is, everything is scary until you learn, okay? Remember when you were, well, you probably won't remember this, but when you were a little baby and you were learning how to walk, that was intimidating and scary, I'm sure. But then you learn, and it becomes second nature. What I hope to do with these videos is to maybe take a little bit of the intimidation that I think people feel about gardening and help you learn a few things, like simple basic things. That way I think you'll be excited about it, and you'll get to experience the joy that is gardening. It's brought so much joy and so much beauty into my life, and I'm so thankful for it. It's such a gift, and I have so many people in my life who want a garden. They appreciate beauty, and they would really do it if they weren't a little bit intimidated. My hope is that these videos will help you to feel more confident about it. As you can see, my cat Tux is enjoying this morning. Now, I'll just tell you real quick kind of some of the process that I've gone through with this garden out here. So when we moved in, you'll see the two front windows. Basically, all that was under the windows was a couple of shrubs and overgrown liriope, which is just monkey grass. And it was just a straight bed. There wasn't a curve or anything like that. So it may have been back in 2014 that I came in, took out all that monkey grass, took out a small crepe myrtle that was up here blocking this column, and I added in these boxwoods, the round boxwoods that you see. The cone-shaped ones came later. But I added in these 5 round boxwoods under that window, and I added in the large round boxwood that you see to the left of the window. I created a little curve that came out around that round boxwood, and that was as far as it went. But it was a good improvement at the time. Since then, it was maybe last summer, maybe the summer before, I can't remember, but I came in and I added these 2 cone-shaped boxwoods. I had these 2 big overgrown boxwoods in the backyard that were not getting enough sun where they were, and they also just didn't get enough attention. They were not in the right spot. I couldn't enjoy them. And so I thought that they would look really cute out front. And so I did. I transplanted them to the front and I coned them. So over quarantine, I came in and did a major sort of update, and I curved the bed all the way out. I added this Tamukiyama Japanese maple tree, which is just the star of the show here. I love it so much. I added some ground cover. This is called Emerald Blue Creeping Phlox. Y'all, it is gorgeous. It blooms in the spring. It's rather small right now, but I hope that one day it will be, that it will just take this bed over. And look at this beautiful little bloom here. It's kind of a lavender color. There's some annual variegated mounding foliage right there called Plectranthus. I think that's how you say it. Okay, and then another plant that I have recently fallen in love with is called Gold Mop Cypress. It is gorgeous. I put 3 of those in front of this boxwood, and I hope that they will grow together and it will just be one swoop of Gold Mop Cypress. And then in front of these boxwoods, I added some Dystillium. 3 Dystillium. These are your evergreen sort of shrubs. They have more of a fan habit, like they're a little bit round and they just kind of fan outward, and I love the shape of the leaf. And look at that Carex Everillo grass. Gorgeous. I put it next to this is a little holly called Touch of Gold. Y'all, one of the things that I have learned is that it is so much fun to play with different shapes, different foliages, and putting them next to each other when they're the same color like this is a fun little design tip. I've started using less bloom and more foliage contrast. You can have a lot of fun doing that. This is a low-growing juniper right here. And for some depth of color, I put in a loropetalum. That's this purple plant, and I don't remember what kind this is. Again, look at the way that grass contrasts with the boxwood. It's just a beautiful combination. Excuse my unmulched bed. That's gonna happen soon. I mulched it after I dug it out, but I am not sure I'm gonna use the wood mulch that I used again. And I've used pine straw in the past. I like the way it looks. I just find it to be a little bit messy when you're going to plant. It just seems like it's a little bit of a hassle to deal with. So I'm still thinking about what I'm gonna use to mulch. But you guys, this is the front garden that I wanted to introduce you to. Soon we are going to be having our home painted. I cannot wait to show you that transformation. So stay tuned for that. Y'all have a wonderful day. See you soon.